So let's talk about cargo drops. Oh, we don't have much to talk about this one. One minute. $40 seconds. The others are going to open here in a minute. Battery and alternator. Time to go. That was close. Okay, so let's talk about cargo drops. And let's start in the settings. I am in my own test server at the moment, so I have the drops set to 1 minute for video purposes, but let's change this back to default. So by default, you have to wait from a server restart, you have to wait 1.5 hours to 2 hours. These two values are set in minutes. So 90 minutes is 1.5 hours. 120 minutes is 2 hours. So from a server restart, you have to wait for anywhere from 1.5 hours to 2 hours for a cargo drop event to spawn, which you should see in top right of my screen any moment now, I would say. And then as soon as that cargo drop event starts, it won't spawn in the world for another 9 minutes. This value is set in seconds. So 540 seconds is 9 minutes. Now, once this 9 minutes runs out, then the cargo drop will spawn in the air, which we should see any moment. Yep, there's coming. There she's coming. And you can see in the top right corner, there's a cargo drop that just happened. After that 9 minutes, you have to wait 60 seconds for that cargo drop to spawn and hit the ground. So from the minute that that cargo drop spawns in the air, you have to wait 60 seconds for it to fall and hit the ground. Now, going to the cargo drops, you have 3 main threats. You have puppets, you have dropships, and you have players. Obviously, I'm in my test server right now, so I don't have to worry about the players, but you obviously want to be cautious of players hiding in bushes and trees and everything like that. So as you can see, during this cargo drop, we got puppets. Now, puppets are puppets. You know, if you got a bow, you could take out the puppets, no big deal. If you got a gun, even better. But one thing I do want to show you is that if you rile up the puppets and get them coming towards you, so now they're all going to come out of the woodwork and chase me. All you got to do is run. This is one of the things that's broken about this system at the moment, is if you get the puppets riled up, all you got to do is run away and they'll disappear. So hopefully they fix that at some point, but that's one broken thing about cargo drops at the moment. Now, some of them do spawn back in, so you do have that aspect of it. They do spawn back in, but it's not that big a deal, you know, especially if you have a gun. You really don't have to worry about them at all. Now, the cargo drop, if you ever come up to one from far away, the flare is by the door. So if you're from far away and you see that the flare is on this side of the cargo drop, that means the door is on that side, not this side. So the door of the cargo drop is always by the flare. open her up, come on in. Now, by default, when this cargo drop lands, you have 20 minutes to loot this thing. So as it hits the ground, the minute it hits the ground, you have 20 minutes to have free range of this thing, or deal with players or puppets or the drop ships or whichever needs to happen at that current moment. There are 6 lockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So always bring at least 6 screwdrivers. And they are rusty locks. So they're no different than a police station. You can open these up. There's an M16. There's a bottle of vodka. Here's some building supplies. Now, we open those with a screwdriver and a lockpick, but you can force these open. Now, depending on your strength, so I am 4.5 strength right now, depends on how long it takes you to open this locker. As you can see, with 4.5 strength, it's not very quick. But if we level up our strength, so I'm going to do that real quick in admin commands. Set attribute to, we were at 4.5, let's do 6, 5, 5, 5. Now the only thing that matters is strength, but as you can see, it is slightly quicker. Now, the benefit to coming in here with crowbars and your strength up is, let's go ahead and put this to 7.2 strength. So it's going to take you forever to hit 7.2 strength with the new system, but once you hit 7.2 and you want to open up lockers, not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. Now you have to hit 7.2 strength to do that, but like I said, the higher your strength gets, the quicker you can do this. And this goes for all lockers too, including the ones in the radiation zone. They still open slower in the radiation zone, but they open much quicker with higher strength. So once you open these, because I opened these lockers with the crowbar, these always spawn with 100% health if you lockpick them. But if you use a crowbar, as you can see, you lose a little over 20% health in the item, and that's for everyone that you crowbar. 78%. 70. Those lost almost 30%. So you know that's something to show. But as you can see, 100%, 100%, 100%. So you know, it really varies on how you want to do this. You can come in here with crowbars and open these. And as you can see, I started out with like an 80% crowbar and we're down to 53%. So it did use up some of my crowbar, but I could probably get through all the lockers and be okay. Now, once you loot this stuff, you need to be careful, because if you loot and pick up all the stuff that's in here and you're not at a high strength, so let's put our strength back to where it was. Let's go. We were at I believe we were at 4.53, 1.53. I believe that's where we were. So if we go back to there and we pick this stuff up, let's put all this stuff in another spot so we can carry it. As you can see, we're overweight, and it shows in the bottom left-hand corner. See the little red over the little weight sign? Now, with that being said, if you overload yourself with all this stuff, you need to remember that when you leave here, you're not running. This is as fast as I'm going. This is as fast as I'm getting away. So if a player's sitting up in the bush, You're easy pickings for him. If you got a bunch of puppets still around, easy pickings for them. If you got a dropship in the air, easy pickings for him. So you need to remember to be selective on the things that you're going to carry out of the cargo drop if you don't have the strength to carry it. Now, the other thing I'm going to say is, like you've seen in the beginning of the video, once the cargo drop hits 25 seconds, all of the lockers unlock. So you don't need any picks, but you have 25 seconds to loot and get away from the cargo drop before it blows up. And it does have a pretty good blast radius. So, I mean, it's a pretty good blast. So you want to get as far away from it and hide behind rocks and stuff like that as quick as possible. So I'm going to transition to another cargo drop now and show you the ways to deal with a dropship. So we came up on a cargo drop with a dropship on it. I'm going to show you how to bypass this. You can do one of two things. You could shoot him, make him go away, or we can go from bush to bush and sneak up on the cargo drop. As long as we're going from bush to bush, we will be okay. He may get a lucky shot on us at one point, but he acts like he can't see us in the bushes. So we go from bush to bush, we're going to be just fine. He sees us there, go into a bush, don't worry about it. Run up to the cargo drop, he sees us, just jump in, shut the door behind us. And we can pick these. Battery and alternator, drinks, keycard, Z1, some workbench stuff. We got 8 minutes left. There's a AS valve, and we got some armor and a helmet. Okay, so what we can do now is, we know that bush is out to our left. We're going to leave the drop and run straight to that bush. Back in the bush, he can't see us, but we can see him. So go to the edge of the bush, put a couple rounds in him, and he's gone. We don't have to worry about the dropship anymore. You could have done that from the beginning, but if you don't have a gun, you just sneak up through the bushes like I did there. And that's all you got to do. So I think that's all I got for you on cargo drops. I'm going to leave you with some footage now that's going to just show you some of the loot that I acquired from going to these drops and looting them while making this video. I think I looted somewhere around 30 drops, trying to get different shots and talk about different things and finding drop ships and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And once again, super grateful for everybody watching the videos and hanging out. If you learned something, be sure to like and subscribe. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get to them. You can join the Discord, find me there, and I'll answer questions in there as well. But hope you guys have a good one. Be safe out there. I'm out, guys. Have a good one.